Okay, there's a little bit of confusion there this morning, but anyway, we're in the right spot. So anyway, we're gonna unload the truck, and there's a lot of stuff in here. I haven't showed you the inside of the rig yet. So we got stuff everywhere. We got cars upstairs, golf carts, you name it. So the first order of the day is to unload the trailer, get the cars out, actually get the tents and stuff out, and then we'll get the cars out last. Look at all these tires. Mark's got a new rack in here, pretty nice. Okay, so I still got one car left in the trailer, but this is what we brought with us this time. We got this pretty sweet Mazda. I actually took pictures of this once before, but now we also have another Mazda. Pretty sick. It's one of my favorite cars. They're super light. Yeah, 4 cylinders in them, and they haul ass. And the power to weight ratio is amazing. And they have all the downforce and aerodynamics, so they really work. You can see it on the track too. It's just an amazing difference. And this is a Lotus. Pretty cool car. Has a BMW motor in it. Pretty sick. So what's your name again? I'm gonna vlog you. Is that right?
It's Graham. Yeah. It's Graham Rankin. Yep.
And this is your car that you're racing?
This is the Swift 014 Formula Atlantic.
Okay.
Running in Group 9.
And so apparently this car still competes. It's still competable, right? So it's not in the vintage category totally.
That's correct. This is still a very competitive car. Mainly runs, a lot of them run in SCCA back on the East Coast. You don't see so many of these on the West. Right. But there's actually more of these cars in this group in SVRA this weekend than we normally get to run with. So that's funny. I think there's like 4 of us of these kind of cars. So it should be fun working with these guys. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna be here all weekend, so we're definitely gonna check this car out. It's pretty sick.
Stop by any time.
You know, it's funny. You know, all the racers and all the crazy car guys, you know, street car guys, they want to run titanium everything, right? But anybody that knows anything really knows that titanium is actually one of the worst things you can use for an exhaust system. Yeah. Because you can't hold the heat in, and that creates scavenge. Yeah. And scavenge creates horsepower because you pull the next charge out of the cylinder.
Yeah, we don't normally
just
run
some info.
This exhaust we don't normally run. Right. Because it's loud. Right. So for SCCA, it's like 4 dBs above the limit. I gotcha. So this is about 107 dB.
And you're in Sonoma, which you would think would be, they'd have like the sound Gestapo over here, like, you know, pointing sticks and checking things with the sound meter.
So we don't get to run this very often. It makes all the right noises with this muffler run.
So what kind of horsepower does this thing put out?
It's just under 270.
270, but what kind of torque and what at what RPM?
So the torque curve's fairly flat, from about 7 to 9.
Because you're pulling more gear, right?
Yeah. So
flat torque curve, more gear.
Flat torque curve from about 7,000 to 9,000. Right. RPM limit's like 92. Got 94.
So that enables you to sustain a higher mile per hour with less horsepower, but a flat torque curve will keep you up there.
Flat torque curve keeps you up there. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, and it's, the torque's about 160, which doesn't sound a lot. But for a small motor,
no, it's power to weight ratio, and most people don't understand that. It's power to weight ratio, and it's resistance. So if these cars that have all the aerodynamics, keeps the car on the ground, but it also helps it get through the air just like an airplane.
Yep.
So you have less resistance.
Yep.
I know a little bit about cars.
There you go.
But anyway, this thing's pretty cool. And you're still running a steel brake rotor.
Yeah.
So here's where all the extra crap gets put up front.
Carbon brakes are kind of cool, but they're a pain in the ass on these cars. You can never warm them up.
Right. You got to really work them hard to get them there, and then when it's cold, you don't have the brake you need.
Yeah, they're just an they're just an expensive toy.
Exactly.
It sounds cool, but
right.
It's not for this car.
And it's the same in motorcycles. You know, if we run a hard compound pad,
yeah.
we're gonna get, you know, longer life out of it, and it's gonna grab better with, you know, with more of a grabbing power once it's heated up. But when it's cold, man, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
But they work once they get hot.
All right, and this is our steering wheel.
Look at that thing. So now, what else is going to be on the steering wheel that you're going to read?
So these are your. This one here is your gear position.
Okay.
Across the top here is programmable, so whether it could be speed, RPM, lap times, whatever you want it to be. And this is similar down here. This is additional information, oil pressure, whatever. Okay. You can program it. And a couple of buttons, one for the radio.
Right.
And then this guy here is the neutral button, because this car has a paddle shift.
Okay. So now you're going to do the blue button is going to be what?
So when you first start the car, when you want to get into gear, right? You're in neutral.
Right.
But if you want to engage first gear, you don't want to do it accidentally.
Gotcha.
Right. So you have to press that neutral button first.
Gotcha.
Hold that down.
So it won't allow it to go past neutral to first. So you can't downshift and hit first from second or third on accident.
Well, you can go all the way down from 5 to 1.
But when you start, it won't.
Oh yeah, when you start, you really only need that.
I got you. Is it so it makes sure you put it in first gear to take off, so you don't accidentally hit second gear and miss that?
It's really to make sure that you're not sitting in the car and if you know you're not paying attention, somebody pulls the button and it goes into gear and it.
Oh, copy.
And it just
I got you.
Something, right?
It's a stall safety.
It's a safety feature.
Okay.
It's like you got to have the clutch. You got to press that button to get first gear.
Right. Almost like a modern car.
Yeah.
Right. For the dummies. Yeah. Driving for dummies.
Driving for dummies. Yeah. But that's the only time you need it. Then it's up for up, and once it's down for down.
Okay.
That's it. And it's all it's all automatic. It's all pneumatic. You just press the button. And
so it uses air or hydraulic?
Yeah.
Air on the shifter.
Yeah, we have a compressor system.
Okay. So does it self-gen the air so the compressor is always on board?
Compressor's on board, yeah.
Okay, copy.
Yeah, we have a little compressor there. Fills the accumulator tank down there.
Right.
And then your control system, of course.
Then you got a little lithium battery in there to run everything.
That's a regular battery, actually.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, we've tried both, but then you have all the controls for the pneumatics are all there. And then these are your up and down actuators for your gear change and for your throttle flip.
There you go. So it momentarily cuts the motor so you can shift into gears.
Cuts the motor, flips the throttle for you, so you don't have to do anything other than just.
And you don't need a clutch anymore.
No.
At that point, you're just freewheeling.
You just
constant mesh transmission.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, this is a really nice car.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we try and keep it clean.
All right. Well, we're gonna keep unloading. We're gonna see more of this car later. And I appreciate your time talking to us.
All right. Nice to meet you guys. All right.